Yeah, I'm an adult. Sorry, I'm the one who operated a successful YouTube channel. Me. I'm the one who puts out the content that's
DSP Cries it.
Hello, and welcome to James, the Lesser Express Lane, where we get you in and out as fast as possible with, guys, I did nothing wrong. I did everything correct. The troll screwed me out of a Switch 2. Let's watch.
Well, everyone, this is the Daily Wrap for Wednesday, the 23rd, 2025. I actually already filmed a Daily Wrap, and it was a really positive, great one. And now I have to refilm this an hour later at 11:16 p.m. to tell you how messed up my situation is when people say things about how Phil over-exaggerates.
Remember, guys, he has no time after stream to do anything. But here he is at 11:16 p.m. his time, almost midnight.
And Phil constantly is just talking out of his butt. So here's what happened today. We had two great streams. The first stream was Oblivion Remastered. Great fun. We hit the goals. Then the late stream was also a great stream of me building the first half of my Lego Piranha plant. We hit the goal again, which means that tomorrow we're doing DSP Tries at Chipotle, and that's awesome. At 8:55 p.m., I attempted to get the Switch 2. I was going between multiple different websites, including Best Buy, Walmart, Target, and more. Couldn't get it from anywhere but Walmart. Added 2 to cart. Actually checked out both the Mario Kart bundle and this regular Switch 2. Regular Switch 2 was coming June 5th on release day. The other one is coming June 8th. Great. Checked out, paid, good to go. Finishing up my work, turned the stream off. Okay, I'm going to film the Daily Wrap. As I'm filming this Daily Wrap, I announce, hey, I got 2 Switch 2s. What a great day. Everything's amazing. And then I check my email where it proceeds to tell me that
The email is an absolute fucking shit show. Yeah, let's go take a look real quick. As you can see here, inbox 7. Junk email 3,297. Drafts 65. 10 items 1. I think it's pretty funny. 20, 30, 5, and $50 patrons. 0 emails. Huh. An archive 1488. GDSP, that's a very specific number. Yes, he only has 7 in his inbox and then 3,297 in his junk email. What are you doing with so much in your junk email file? What the fuck are you doing? Guys, if you sent me an email and I didn't get it, send it again. Because it just went to my junk files. Well, then check your junk files, jackass. If they send you an email, it's just going to go right back to junk email. Dumbass. Alright, let's get back to the video. And so yes, back to him crying.
both orders have been canceled. Does it say that it's because of an error on Walmart? No, it says I canceled the orders. So I'm currently talking with Walmart right now about someone basically.
The fuck was
Someone
that?
socially engineered my account on Walmart.com, and through basically very basic information, what it must have been, because it certainly wasn't anything crazy, they got access and canceled my orders. So now
So according to him, the trolls found out his passwords. It got past his 2-form verification to cancel these. Well, let's continue before I tell you what actually happened.
I don't have a Switch 2. I was going to get 2. I was going to keep one, maybe give one to my wife, maybe have a backup in case the Switch 2 failed at launch, because that's what happened with the Switch 1. Maybe eventually do a giveaway. And now I have nothing.
A giveaway? Guys, I can't do giveaways. That means only one person wins. I'll never do a giveaway again. Yeah, here's what's going to give it to his wife. That's all this was. He gets one, his wife gets one.
So I want you guys to understand again that when people say that, oh, DSP exaggerates or whatever, no, they actually do this stuff to me. This is why I refuse to give any personal details about anything in my life. This is why I will not film anywhere in my house.
Except for when he does, which he does a lot.
I will not do IRL vlogs. Anything that I do that's information, they use to hurt me. So I worked my butt off tonight getting 2 Switch 2s, and now I have nothing because these people screwed me. I don't even know how they got access to the account. I'm talking to the rep right now, which is the noise that you're hearing, bling, bling, bling. So here's the deal. Tomorrow, Level 1 podcast and the premiere of Claire Obscure Expedition 33 and we're doing DSP tries at Chipotle on the first stream. The second stream will be Minecraft Chill, but I'm not getting a Switch 2. I have no means to do so. They're all sold out everywhere. I had them, and
He could have gone to GameStop. PPP went to his GameStop and got one. Gee, DSP, you have multiple GameStops in the area. You could have gone to any of them.
someone socially engineered my account and canceled my orders. If anyone has any means to get one, I'd appreciate it. If anyone's getting an extra one that I could buy off of you for the real price, I'd appreciate it.
For the real price, guys. Don't you dare try to jack me up on price, guys. No, fuck you. Someone offers you a Switch 2, they better be selling it to you for $1,000, because fuck you.
But it looks like at this point, I can't cover the Switch 2 because these people are scumbags who break the law, impersonate me, and do awful things to me and my family. And this is just another example of that. Have a good night.
I'm having a better night than you. But before we go on to what actually happened, let's go check out DSP live right now. Alright guys, time for the bitch fest.
That I am paranoid, that I have become shell-shocked, and I'm like really just scared because I tell you guys, I limit my content to what I'm actually doing in this room. All right. That means that any content that I make, I'm recording, I'm streaming, whatever it is, comes from this place right here, and that TV, and that PC, or those consoles, and these cameras. This is the content that I put on the internet. And if you ask, well, I don't get it. Why? Why, Phil, is that all that you do? Couldn't you do vlogs of your house?
Because you're a lazy bitch.
Why don't you go cook a meal in your kitchen?
Why don't you do something besides cry there and beg? Because that's effort, guys. Remember, he said watching television a couple hours a week was too much work.
Why don't you do an IRL stream following you around town to see what you do on a daily basis? Why don't you record a grocery trip and show us what you buy? They call it a grocery haul or something like that video. It's very popular, right? Why don't you do this? Why don't you do that? All right? Now, for most people, these things seem like commonplace things, harmless, interesting even ideas of variety content that Phil could put out on the internet and would get him attention and views and support from his followers. However, what you don't understand, very simply put, is that commonplace things for everyone else become actual IRL harassment, becomes things that can actually hurt myself, my family, my livelihood. You guys have no concept of how many idiots have tried to hurt me over the
Hurt me, me. Bitch, if anyone ever came up to you in real life, you would have been screaming on the internet. And yet you never have. So it's almost as if no one's ever come up to you in real life, except for Jaha back in the FGC era.
years. I've been around for over 17 years as a content creator. You wouldn't even want to hear the half of it, of the stuff that's been done to me and the attempts that have been made to try to screw with my life. Insane stuff, like ridiculous, over-the-top crap you wouldn't believe. How about they tried to actually get my wife and I divorced by trying to file divorce papers, even though neither of us actually did it?
That sounds like bullshit. You would have been, again, you've been throwing a huge fucking shit fit if that had actually happened. And yet you didn't. Meaning, it never happened.
I wish that was a joke, but it's not. You see what I'm saying? Like, that's just one example. That's the tip of the iceberg, all right? And I've used this example before, but I'll say it again. Many years ago, I was in my kitchen vlogging, okay? Just filming around my kitchen, doing a vlog. I don't remember what it was. There happened to be a utility bill sitting
Yes, you left your mail out, dumbass.
on my countertop. Now, was the bill opened? Did it have all of my account information and everything on it? No. It was just the envelope. All it said on it was, you know, like return address, here's the utility company. That's it. That's all you could see in the video. And keep in mind, this was before I was even doing the quality I'm doing now. You know, I was using a crappy camera that was like, you know, not even 720p quality or anything. These people used software, okay, to engineer the video to hyper fixate or whatever you want to say to see the address of the utility company. They then contacted the utility company using common knowledge of information that was doxed about me on the internet, including my
Remember, he made out business cards with his information. His address, his phone number, his full name.
name, my address, my phone number, stuff that I never originally put on the internet, but
Except for you did. With your business cards, jackass.
they did, okay? They socially engineered the account and were going to have all of my power turned off and have my account closed, unbeknownst to me. And this actually would have happened if they didn't actually send me an confirmation email saying, hey, Mr. Burnell, thanks for all your requests, and as of Monday, that'll be done. And I said, what? And of course, I contacted them. I told them what was going on. They then put into effect safeguards so that can't happen ever again. Multiple levels of identity verification, authorization, etc. Okay? So that's just a couple examples of things that have been done to me over the years that normal people never would have to be bothered. Imagine if you got married and you just told people on the internet, hey, I got married. Do you think people would then try to contact places to get your marriage annulled or a divorce paper filed?
Again, when did this happen, DSP? Because this is definitely something you would have been on the internet screaming about it if it actually happened.
Right? But that's the situation I'm in. Insane people of the vortex, that vortex around me of completely mentally ill people. Because, ladies and gentlemen, if you're involved in a drama vortex on the internet, you are mentally stunted.
I'm pretty sure you're involved in it. In fact, you're the main focus, so I guess you're definitely involved.
Period. If you involve yourself in that vortex, you are a mentally stunted individual and you should seek professional help. Normal people don't do that because normal people have lives. Normal people have jobs, friends, relationships, and
You don't have a job. You don't have a friend. You don't have a relationship. You got a roommate. You barely have a roommate at this point.
positive things that they do, and that's what they focus their time on. They don't focus their time on trying to ruin the life of an internet content creator who they don't know, don't have interaction with, and don't actually know the real story on, but they just follow a bunch of people on the internet who crap on them daily, like a Pied Piper, the morons following them around so that they can make a buck. So it's this simple. I can't do things that most other people do because of the level of mentally ill people who stalk me on the internet and try to mess with me. Things that would obviously be feasible for someone else is just like an insane task for me because of the level of liability
Like taking a shower every day? Womp womp.
that I have doing it. Right now, if I were to take a camera and to walk through my home, literally by the end of today, I would probably have 20 things happening to me that are heinous. Seriously. And I wish that that's a joke.
People would be going, all right, let's see. He showed this, this, and this. Let's see. Oh, that's a brand new item. He didn't have that in the last time he did a vlog. Let's see. That currently costs $892. Congratulations. He spent $892 on this item. Let's see. This item is brand new, so it wasn't there before. This costs $1,200. Oh, wait a minute. No, he got the special limited edition version of that. That didn't cost $1,200. That cost $1,500. Guys, I figured out the price of everything that I bought. Help!
Joke. It's not. Okay? Like literally, this would be happening. All right? So, why am I telling you all of this? Well, because last night, live on stream, while I was building this piranha plant Lego, which by the way is looking pretty cool. I actually wish we had gotten further, but because I had to do the Switch 2 pre-order, we didn't get to do as far as I would like. As you can see, we're halfway done. This is 50% done with the build. It's the pipe, the stem, and the leaves actually move around and can be like maneuvered and positioned in a cool way. And a cool feature of this to show you, it has a door at the bottom. And what happens is it actually has a coin Lego that it comes with. So you can like put coins in, and then you can press that and they fall out the bottom. Don't ask me what you would use that for, but it's a nice feature. So it's half done. I really was hoping we were going to finish it, but the Switch 2 stuff took over a half an hour from the stream. So it looks like one more stream and we will wrap up the Piranha Plant. Okay, I can't wait. Actually, next week we're going to finish it and it looks really cool. So anyway, last night, while we were doing the Lego stream building this guy, I went ahead and did my Switch 2 pre-orders. And basically what I should have done, quite frankly, if you want to know the truth, now I didn't think about it. I should have just said, guys, I'm going offline for 30 minutes. I'm going to go do my Switch pre-orders completely offline. This way, no one would know about them. No one can mess with them. Nothing. Now, a normal person would be like, why would I have to do that? That's not a big deal. You're just going to order your Switch. It's not a big deal. But me doing it immediately means that every mentally stunted, mentally challenged, mentally ill person on the internet comes after me and tries to figure out a way to ruin this for me. Okay? Because you might say, well, what's the big deal about Phil having a Switch 2? Well, to be honest, I'm not impressed with the launch lineup. Mario Kart World is the one game I'm really interested in. I also wanted to try out that demo game that you have to pay like $10 for to try the, technology out or whatever. But outside of that, no, not really, right? Like you don't really have to. There's not much that's going to happen with the launch of Switch 2. But
So you're not really interested, then why do you want it?
for me, as a creator, to be able to unbox it live on launch day, to hook it up, to test it, that is primo content. That's the kind of content people come to expect from me from over the years. I did it with
People expect you to cry there and beg for money. They don't care about your unboxings. Remember Final Fantasy 13 unboxing? We do.
PS5. I did it with PS4, Xbox One, right? I did it, back in the day with the Wii U. I did eventually do it with the Switch. I did it with my first Switch, and the Switch bricked, and then I had a second one. And eventually I did do that with the Xbox Series X, although it was late to the game because I didn't get it right away, right? This is the good content people like. They want to see that stuff up front, especially if you couldn't get the pre-order. Gee, let's see what it's like on launch day, and let's get Phil's honest opinion on it, right? So, that's why. It's not necessarily because I'm going to be making insane amounts of content of the Switch 2. I would play Mario Kart World very heavily, but outside of that, there's nothing else till Donkey Kong, and then after that, there's probably nothing else, quite frankly, for the end of the year. But, you know, it's still great content that you guys want, right? So, that's why
What about Dustblood, jackass?
planned it out. I literally had created accounts on every single site. Best Buy, Target, Amazon, Walmart, had them all lined up, had everything ready to go. All the payment information was in there. The addresses were in there. So when these pre-orders went live, I could do it. And I did. I tried all of them. Best Buy crapped out, didn't work. Target, I had it in cart, wouldn't check out. But Walmart, I got. Walmart was in the cart. Not only one, but the two different versions, the base Switch 2 and the Switch 2 bundle. So I'm thinking, wow, I can maybe have one for personal use here for the business, and one, maybe I can give it to my wife, maybe I can give it away to a fan. It's a backup. Because remember, when I bought the Switch 1, it bricked within 24 hours.
Again, he would never give it away. He doesn't do giveaways, guys. He was going to give it to his wife.
And I was stuck without a Switch for several months because of that. To have the backup is absolutely awesome, okay? That's a great thing. So it's like, not only did I get one, I lucked out and was able to get another one, all right? But my problem is very simple. I still to this day try to maintain a level of normalcy. So because I did this online, immediately my online stalkers decided to ruin it for me. And basically, here's what happened, okay?
We already saw what happened. I already showed you the email files and all that. Now, what actually happened, we already know. He's a dumbass. Besides that, let's go see the evidence of what actually happened. As you can see here, from Walmart, Nintendo Switch 2 pre-orders arrive online only at Walmart Canada. It's also, you know, Walmart America, but it's straight from the Walmart. Due to demand, there'll be a limit of one console per household. One console per household. Now, DSP is not the only person to have this issue. Other people have had theirs canceled because they tried to order more than one from the same account. When people realize this, a lot of them went, oh, hey, well, I'll use my personal account for this one, then the family account for that one, because I'm trying to get it for my kid. I want one for myself, then one for my kid. I'm trying to be a good parent, make sure my kid has the cool new console as well. He's not constantly trying to borrow mine. Fuck him. It's my console. So yes, this happened to a lot of people. A lot of people went, oh, hey, shit. They're very serious about their one console per account. And they found ways around it, like, again, having multiple accounts. Now, DSP doesn't need to do that, guys. Why would he have to do that? When he can just blame the trolls, blame Doody, blame Tevin, blame GTG, blame James the Lesser. So yes, that's all that's happened. Mind you, he showed one order number. And yet, both orders were canceled. How were both orders canceled when he only showed one account number? Only one order number. It's almost as if he ordered two consoles with the same account. And so they shut that shit down. Because they're only allowing one per account. They're allowing one per account, DSP. But I ordered the regular Switch 2 and then the Switch 2 bundle. They're different. I'm gonna bend the rules, guys. I'm gonna be king of semantics. Good job. You tried to be king of semantics and it didn't fucking work because Walmart is smarter than you. Imagine that. Walmart's smarter than him. Oh wait, everyone's smarter than he is. So yes, that's what happened. The pig roach jackass used the same account to order two different consoles. And they said, no. We have very clear rules and regulations saying one console per account. Womp womp. So he can sit there, he can blame Doody, he can blame me, he can blame Tevin, and he can blame everyone under the sun. It was all his fault for getting both consoles canceled. And not just the one that showed account information for. With that, I'm going to let you guys go. Thank you for watching. As always, like, subscribe, comment down below, and have one hell of a day.